Hey, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am Winnie and this is Winnie Entertainment Reviews. Today we're going to discuss R. Kelly a little further. In the wake of surviving R. Kelly, a Chicago prosecutor urges people to come forward and with any information that can possibly pit R. Kelly away for what he's done. What I don't understand is, after 3 decades of allowing R. Kelly to bother kids, listening to his music, and he was dropping hints all over the place, the Pied Piper, why wasn't he arrested? Why wasn't he arrested when he married 15-year-old Aaliyah? This all comes back to money. They let R. Kelly do whatever he wanted just because he was rich, he had musical talent. I'm not saying a man is not a musical talent. He is a genius with music, but he's also a sick man to mess with a child. To marry a 15-year-old and you're 27? Now he has kids of his own and he has these females with him now. He supposedly has some kind of sex cult, they say. Whatever they're calling it. But it's really disgusting. I mean, that 6-part documentary on Lifetime with all the females surviving, I send prayers up to the survivors. I send prayers to the females that he has now, because they had parents on there with kids that didn't see with parents that didn't see their children in 3 years or longer. I mean, it's really ridiculous with this R. Kelly thing. So, a prosecutor attorney, her name is Fox. Let me tell you what her first name is. Her first name is Kim Fox. Got on TV today and said if anyone knew any information, because they're investigating the claims of families in Chicago, please come forward, because they want to put R. Kelly's ass away, which R. Kelly's ass should have been away years ago. I don't see how he's still walking around a free man today, free to still get children to come follow him, like the Pied Piper, who he called himself years ago. What I don't understand was, why the hell were those parents bringing their fucking kids to R. Kelly so he could up their career? The thing with Aaliyah happened over 20 years ago, probably, what? She died in 2001 or 2002. It happened 30 years ago. Why would you bring your child to R. Kelly for him to further their career? And that video was in 2002, so that was what? 17 years ago? You would actually bring your child to R. Kelly for him to further your child's career? It's crazy. I'm actually looking down at my notes, you guys. This is like a new channel here, so if this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button for discussions, news, entertainment. And it's entertainment because of R. Kelly's situation, but it's really, really bad what's happening with it. So, Cook County State Attorney Kim Fox made a request on Tuesday in a news conference. What's odd about this is, they having a news conference. These people need to step forward and say if R. Kelly abused their child. The 14-year-old back in that video, they said she's still with R. Kelly today. That's sick if she's still with him after that. But her family got paid. They denied that it was her in that video, but it was absolutely her. If her Aunt Sparkle was saying that was her niece, it was absolutely her. So they want people to come forward because they want to investigate with witnesses, people who are willing to come forward and with information. Allegations of sexual assault and domestic abuse. But how is this going on so long? How is he protected? And why now is this happening? Now we know R. Kelly is running scared, like he's lost houses. He's about to lose his Chicago studio. Things are not looking well for R. Kelly. He just turned 52 yesterday. R. Kelly is a sick man. He needs help. They said he was molested coming up as a kid, which is very sad for him and his family. His brother said he was molested too. But at this point, I don't even believe his brothers. I believe nobody in the Kelly family. It's just sad and sickening, the things that he did to those women and things he probably doing to women now. Now they're saying that a female actually has a lawsuit against him because he gave her herpes. And actually the lawsuit was dropped in Dallas, so now she's going to go to New York and try to pick the lawsuit up again. But it's crazy. Why would you meet R. Kelly, have sex with him unprotected, and have him videotape? You knew, all these people knew about these allegations. I mean, you would have to live under a rock not to know what R. Kelly was doing with females. Children at that. All these years he's been in music, he never had a relationship with any female. I'm sorry, y'all. My mouth is so dry from talking. But yeah, so it's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of developments going on about R. Kelly. And I just want to know, why is it so sickening? And you know, I just actually listened to an interview with his former manager stating that R. Kelly tried to have sex with him years ago. He said it wasn't just little girls around the studio. He had men waiting on him too. So R. Kelly was sleeping with men too. All of this is alleged. Everything I'm saying is alleged. It's news that I've read that I'm going to bring to you guys. So he said years ago R. Kelly and him had a room together and they had some females to come over, and after the females left, R. Kelly came out. Well, they had adjoining rooms. R. Kelly came to his room asshole naked and bent over and told him that he won his ass. And he said he got up behind R. Kelly like he was going, you know, do something with him. And he said he thought R. Kelly was joking, but now that he think about it, he think R. Kelly was serious. So R. Kelly is really sick with what he did. I mean, how many males have he hurt out there? This is really getting crazy with this R. Kelly thing. It really is. Okay, so y'all, that's R. Kelly tonight. I also have some other news, y'all, about the Golden Globes. They said Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman were fighting before the Golden Globes. If you see the Golden Globes, when they came out, it was kind of tension, and they said Chadwick Boseman didn't even want to walk the red carpet with the Black Panther, his Black Panther cast members. So that's kind of ugly, y'all. Y'all shouldn't be fighting at the Golden Globes. Okay. Let me find my next story. In other news, Wendy Williams' husband is threatening her staff members. I guess some of her staff members are talking about his alleged baby mother or his alleged side piece, Sharina Hudson. She's supposed to be pregnant, and Kevin Hunter is actually ruining Wendy Williams' brand. Wendy won't speak on it, but she has hot topics and she wants to talk about everyone else, but she won't speak on her husband's alleged mistress and him buying her a house. And now Sharina Hudson is actually going from the house he bought her down the road from Wendy. Nobody knows where she is, and Wendy Williams was supposed to come back to her show on the 7th, and she didn't show. Well, she actually is supposed to show up this Monday, the 14th. She was supposed to come back the 7th, but she didn't show up. But it's alleged now that Kevin is threatening her staff members. Her husband is really, like, I've heard a lot of things about him, about how, you know, how bullying he is. Like, him and Charlamagne went through something years ago, and he was like bullying. He always bullied Wendy. I think he actually beats Wendy, but that's all alleged. All the things I'm saying is alleged, but it was said that he does that. So he's threatening Wendy Williams' staff, which is not good for her brand. He is ruining her brand. So I think Wendy won't divorce her husband because of the fact that they've been married for over 21 years or 22 years. And I don't think there was a prenup there. And he actually guided Wendy's career to where she is today. He actually got her that talk show that she has now. Well, she probably got it herself, but he's her manager. So he receives money from her being on the show. But it's really ugly. I'm just praying for Wendy. Hopefully she, you know, we find out why her arm is in a sling. She never explained how she had her arm in a sling and what happened to her. Hopefully her husband isn't beating on her. It was also alleged that he had a soundproof bedroom for him and Wendy so he could beat Wendy. And I guess the someone hear him beating his mother is terrible. You just hope stuff like that is not happening with her. And if it is, Wendy, let him go. Pay him whatever you have to pay him, half or whatever. You know, just to go on with your life. You can start all over at 54 or 55, whatever Wendy is. But her husband is ruining her brand. So in other news, the singer Rockwell from back in the day, he had that song, I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watch. He was arrested for beating a woman with a chair. Oh my gosh, Rockwell. He's actually Barry Gordy's son, or nephew, I think it's his son, but he actually must be going through medical problems. He only had that one hit, so he didn't have a huge music career. And Michael Jackson actually sung on that song with him, but he was arrested for beating a woman with a chair. Oh my gosh. Will Kevin Hart host the Oscars? Right now he's saying he won't do it at all. His new movie, The Upside, comes out this Friday. I'm excited to see it. They said it was a great movie. Gave it great reviews. He actually filmed it in Philadelphia, where I'm from. I live in Philly. He filmed that, I think, 2 years ago in the Mayfair section of the city. But it comes out on Friday, so I'm going to check that out. And I'll come back and let you guys know how it was. But Kevin Hart says he's not going to host the Oscars. So right now the Oscars are scrambling for a host. They said something about it. It'll be like they'll have like a couple of hosts there, a couple of star-studded people that are hosted, but it's really a mess with Kevin Hart with the tweets that came out from 10 years ago that stopped him from hosting. Kevin Hart actually thinks it's a modern day lashing, like they're trying to take him down because of those tweets, but they wanted him to still host, but he declined, and he also issued apology again to the LGBT community, so Kevin Hart won't be hosting the Oscars this year. And other news, the Oscars actually tried to go to Chris Rock to host it because Kevin Hart turned him down, and Chris Rock told them, no, 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 I will not be hosting those Oscars. So I wonder who they're going to get to host, because it's actually around the corner. It's coming up. It's less than like probably, what, 6 weeks away, or maybe closer, but they really don't have a host for their Oscars now, and Chris Rock told them, hell no. Does Nicki Minaj miss Meek Mills? Well, she actually has a new boo on Instagram. I don't know if y'all follow her on Instagram, but she has pictures posted of her and her new boo. And he's actually not squeaky clean. I think he served time for doing something with kids himself, so I don't know if he's some kind of predator or something else, but he actually served time for that. So Nicki, please watch out with that. And now the word on the street is that Nicki is saying she has some secrets about her ex-boyfriend Meek Mills, and that she is going to reveal the secrets. And Meek Mills told her, Nicki, don't do it. Now, what does Meek Mills know? I remember a while back when Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj was having their feud, and Meek Mills had told Remy about Nicki Minaj's ass, that it had deflated and she had to get it pumped back up, and he couldn't touch her for 6 weeks. Honey, I died when I heard that. So, oh my God, it's crazy. Them butt implants is crazy out there. So you guys, we were talking about Pastor John Gray, the one that gifted his wife the $200,000 Lamborghini truck. Actually has a baby on the way, so that's why he gifted his wife with that truck. That is not good at all, honey. He's got a baby on the way. It's messy. It's really messy. And he's a pastor of a huge congregation church. So let's see how this plays out. Who knows how it's going to play out. But in other news, Sin Santana of Love and Hip Hop New York has issued an apology for something she said. She made some comments about black women dating black men because they cater to Spanish women. So she apologized for that. So Sin, we forgive you for that. Well, I forgive you for that. I actually read her apology. I think it's sincere. So, and P. Diddy is living his life up in the Bahamas with his rumored new girlfriend. Well, actually, he was supposed to be messing with her a while back, but she's in the Bahamas with him now. Her name is Kate Passon. I hope I'm saying her name right. She's in the Bahamas with him too. So good luck to Diddy with his new relationship. Hopefully he got over Cassie with the trainer, because she actually is dating a trainer, Mr. Alex Fine. He is fine, y'all. So Cassie has her someone else, and that's going to do it for the news tonight, you guys, for my little entertainment news. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. This is my second video I'm shooting for you guys. And the first one I said my name was Niecy. That was a joke. It was a name I was going to change the station to Nosy Niecy or something like that. But I'm Winnie. I also have a makeup channel, Winnie's Reviews. Go check that out if you can. I'll post that in the link. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good night.